Cutting-edge technology is now taking home buyers right into the next generation.
An open house without actually setting foot in the house. Virtual reality is now letting house hunters see their prospective home from far away.
Right now, a pile of sand, concrete and steel. It's real estate agent Dylan Malloy's job to sell the apartments that will soon occupy this Palm Beach site, and he has a secret weapon, a virtual reality headset.
Everyone's accustomed to the open home experience when you're buying an existing property. Everyone's comfortable walking around and checking out the room and imagining your future home. And so what we've been able to do is be able to recreate that experience but virtually, and so now anyone can actually experience that.
The biggest feedback that we've been amazed by is customers saying to us, why hasn't everyone else got it?
We've seen direct sales just from the experience.
The Enviz platform is quite unique in that it is very simple to use from a client perspective.
It's a very instrumental tool. We've got other very high-end projects that we're currently doing, and they're at different stages, and we haven't used this technology, and I can assure you that sales rate across the two are different as a result.
We've seen greater customer confidence, and it's also shown faster lead times for our salespeople.
We're just inviting them into one of our 3 showrooms and sitting down and doing a full presentation on the product. And then if the client can't get up here for any particular reason, well, we're sending the experience down to them, down to the lounge room.
With Ophira, we actually don't have a display suite, so we're utilising the technology to be able to showcase like you're in a showroom, but we're able to do that from anywhere.
You know, a customer will come in, they'll start with essentially hand sketches with our architect. Once we've locked those down, we'll then start building the model in 3D, and then we'll get the customer in there as early as we possibly can as part of the design process. So I think we use it a little bit differently. I think a lot of people use it as showcasing a finished product, but for us it's really the workhorse of getting the design resolved and issues worked out before we go much further in the process.
Yeah, so we have around 70 to 80 what we call concept plans. They're actually just a starting point. Some of them we don't actually have as physical show homes. We wouldn't want to have 70 show homes across New Zealand. We couldn't afford to do that. So the opportunity to have them as a VR model is really great.
So we started off by putting our concept range on the GJNZ app. Has been great. We've seen great success in people wanting to explore those designs. Obviously people come in though and they want to make changes to our plans, or they want to build a home from scratch. So we looked at implementing custom builds on the app, and we've seen some great success there too, with franchises already producing a range of plans for their customers.
So this morning we took a purchaser through their house and we did a real-time walkthrough of each of the rooms. In all honesty, I had to pick their jaws up off the floor. They were that impressed with the product.
One customer wanted a fireplace with a wall above it, quite a common thing, but hadn't really appreciated until she saw it front on that actually, what happens if I want a bigger TV? You know, I'm gonna have to make that wall much wider, but I didn't really realise that when I saw a measurement on a plan, but I do appreciate it now.
So we had a client that the wife wasn't very visual at all, and the husband was quite visual. So this was a way that we could actually show them and visually walk through making decisions as they went. So it really enabled them both to come onto the same page and excited them to the extent that, you know, they're loving now what the build is. And it also, through that build, they don't have to do as many site visits because it's already been done. You know, whereas before you would have to go to site so many times because of so many different things that they wanted to change because they didn't see it beforehand. So this has just been a total game changer for that.
And the quality is exceptional. Like, we had a guy from our team walking inside of it, and he was just like, it's looking down, and the thing is, oh, I can see the pipes, and like the detail in 3D is there. You're looking and you're seeing the bench top, and from above, you get under there, you see the thickness of the stone, and it's like you're actually in a kitchen.
We had one of our franchisees was at a Sales Expo event, and he purchased a VR headset. He'd never worn one in his life before. He put it on and learnt to use it 10 minutes before the event started. He got a TV screen and he connected it so that you could screencast and show people what you were walking through. He put it on and was showing people, and he had like a crowd of 30 to 50 people sitting watching him walk around his home in this VR headset, and he got a whole bunch of sales from it.
Look, if you're a a client or any sort of professional in the design space, I think you're mad not to have your clients using Enviz, because for them to be able to visualise stuff as early as possible, it's less rework, you get to your outcomes quicker.
Yeah, I think Enviz for us is a little bit of a secret that's got out. People are turning up to our show homes asking about it, and we haven't done a heck of a lot of promotion, but I guess word of mouth's acting really quickly in that space, and before you know it, people are sort of knocking down the doors to come and try and get that experience.
It's just changed the face of how you do present and how they visualise your dream and their dream.
I think it's definitely a good tool, and you're doing it at a fraction of the price. Like, each one is much cheaper than a model, and you're getting something that's not only quicker and more agile for your current project, but it's an asset you have for life, which I think is one of the coolest parts.
We will be looking to utilise the platform moving forward on these projects, because it's been instrumental in gaining confidence of buyers and confidence within the team.
Oh, well, I just think it fast tracks the whole sales process, to be fair, and I honestly think it's better money spent on this interactive walkthrough than it is a very expensive on-site display. I wouldn't take on another product or project without the help of Envision. I think it's a game changer and great value for money.